Hi everyone, my name is Jane and this is my channel about motivation, languages and self-development. Please subscribe if you haven't done that before. Today we're going to speak about the reason why you fail while learning English or any other language. I'll share my ideas and please feel free to share yours in the comments down below. Reason number one. I feel like many people do not realize that English is not just a school subject. English should become a part of you and your personality, not a part of the school textbook. We use languages for communication. That's an instrument that gives us a chance to understand each other, to express ourselves, to exchange ideas, to understand what the world is about, and to move forward. That's why it's very important not just to learn language. I don't even like this word combination, because learning is like you take a list of words and you memorize it and that's about it. But it doesn't function like that. The fact is that you have to acquire the language. It should, again, I stress it should become part of yourself. You should develop this second kind of personality, this English-speaking personality, if you like. In this case, if you realize it, and if you develop this English-speaking personality inside you, you will succeed. Reason number two, failing not only while learning a language, but actually in many other processes in our everyday life. The fear of making a mistake. What if I make a mistake? It's better not to start at all. Guys, this is the worst thing you can be governed by, really. Guys, I can't even describe how many people don't reach success having that in mind. Please always think about the beginning of your own life. Remember when you were a baby, or imagine when you were a baby, you were not afraid of making mistakes. Imagine how many words are mispronounced by babies, by toddlers, by small children, just because they need practice. They're still learning. They're still learning how to use their first language. And they try and try and try always. And they are never stopped by just the fear of saying something wrong. And most importantly, the adults around them, they're amazed by everything that's going on, They give them so many positive emotions when a child pronounces just one more new word, right? Even if he or she mispronounces it, right? We all say, oh my goodness, how sweet, that sounds wonderful, and so on. Guys, if you don't have a person who is ready to give you this support in English, give this support to yourself. That does work, that will help you to carry on. Reason number three is actually linked to what I was just talking about. Quite often, we do not reward ourselves. We do not give ourselves gifts or prizes or rewards for what we've already done. Come on, let's be honest. Quite often, while learning a language, we are criticizing ourselves. We are never happy with the results. We're always saying, oh my goodness, you failed to do that. You even failed to memorize words. Again, those mistakes. You can't even write a letter without misspelling something. Come on, be strong. Come on, you can do it better, whatever. But we're constantly criticizing ourselves. Have you ever given yourself a reward for reaching a certain level of language? I haven't, I can be honest. Just very few times in my life, I promised myself a reward after reaching a certain level of language. Don't make this mistake. Please give yourself a reward. Set something. When I do this and that, I will. go on a trip somewhere. I will buy myself a course. I'll dedicate more time to doing this and that. I'll go somewhere, I'll learn something else, I'll do something exciting. It can be anything, but give yourself, don't forget then to give this reward to yourself, right? The promised reward. This is very important. This is something that helps you to maintain your motivation. Nobody will do that for you. Be your own reward giver, if we can say so. Reason number 4. Again, very toxic to my mind. Very often we have a look at others. We have a look at others and say, that person is better than me. That person makes it better. He's better at English. His English is perfect. Her English is super fluent. His English is just impeccable, while mine is full of mistakes and whatnot. Then he's more capable, she's more confident, that is so easy for him to learn languages and it's difficult for me. Guys, stop relying on other people. Stop relying on other people's opinion about you. Have a look at yourself. Have a look at your own progress. Have a look at your own results. How much have you learned? How many words have you mastered? How many films and series have you watched? How many successful episodes of communication in English have you already got? Analyze your own success. Do not concentrate on success of others. Yes, you can use it as a kind of inspiration or motivation if it works out for you. But if it doesn't, if it gives only negative emotions to you, don't do that. Concentrate on yourself, on your own needs, on your own goals, and on your own success. Well, and reason number 5 for today. English is not a part of your life. Or if you are learning any other foreign language, it's not a part of your life. That's why your progress is not as rapid as you wish it to be. Make sure that you implement the language you're learning into your daily life. It should be a part of your daily life. If you watched my previous video, then you will know that I always speak about analyzing the sources that you get information from. Try to implement English as much as you can into your life. I give you very stupid examples. I remember myself at the age of 15 going to Malta to study English. And at a certain point, I found the brilliant idea of starting to read the packaging, the text on the packaging that I found in the supermarket. So I went to buy some cereals for my breakfast, or I went to buy some chocolates or something or chips or whatnot. And I trained myself in such a way. So I always stopped, I took some box or whatever it was, and I tried to find the text in English. And I made sure I memorized some words, I highlighted, I repeated some words and some notions because I needed them in my everyday life, because while living in Malta, then I had to, learn all this routine, everyday kind of words that we don't often find in our textbooks. And that helped a lot, actually. So try to find ways to implement language into your daily life. Do not concentrate language only in the time that you dedicate to classes. Because quite often we say, okay, the lesson is over, no English anymore. That's a wrong kind of approach. If you want to be rapid and if you want to feel efficient, just have as much exposure as you can. Always do something in English throughout the day. Read, listen, just repeat certain things out loud. Describe things around you, even if nobody is listening to you. This is good practice. And move on. Make sure that the language becomes a part of your life every day. Well, I think that's about it for today. Please feel free to share your ideas down below in the comments. Tell me makes you feel, what doesn't make you move on as efficiently as you like. And if you have any kind of tips for others to learn the language efficiently, then feel free to share them. I'll be really, really glad to read them. I'll see you in my next videos then. Bye. Thanks for watching.